every season, the Easter weekend always plays a big part in the outcomes. So we're focused on that. We know that we've got 2 tough games coming up. The first one away at Hull, who are a really good team. We're playing well at the moment, and we need to be ready for that game. And then obviously, really quickly after that, we've got Huddersfield at home. So yeah, it's a big chance for us to pick up some points, and I'm sure we're going to need all of the players to contribute.
A couple of weeks without a game. What have you been able to do during the international break, and what have you seen from the lads in training?
Yeah, we had done a little bit of both really. We've had a bit of time to switch off and let the players rest and recover, because we had obviously a busy schedule. We had 4 games, real tough games as well, against Middlesbrough and then Leeds and Preston and Norwich were 4 really difficult games. So it was important that the lads got some time to recover, because we obviously picked up a few injuries in them times as well. And then we've done some training as well, which was good. The lads obviously who were on international duty, we missed them, but the training group that we had were really sharp and were bright. And then this week we've been completely focused on Hull, so it's been good. It's been obviously when you get these international breaks, you have to try and make the most of them, and we feel as though we've done that.
You got 6 points from the 4 games in the block before the break. What do you need to take from those performances and from the results you got into this next block of fixtures?
Yeah, so in the 4 games we've done a lot of good things. There's a lot of positives to come out of it. Obviously in the last game against Norwich, we wasn't pleased with how we played, and also the outcome of that result. So that was a little bit of a blip. But the previous 3 games, we felt though we competed really well. We were really solid. We were physical, and at times, especially look back on the games against Middlesbrough and even away at Leeds, we played some brilliant football. So we have to focus on that. Like, I still trying to express to our players that they're good players and they need to trust themselves and play with confidence. And I know that's not easy when you're down at the bottom end of the table, but that's what we're going to need for us to pick up more points and get us away from that relegation zone. So yeah, it's got to do both sides of the game. Defend really well, be physical and solid, but also pass the ball.
The next challenge, as you say, is Hull City, another side at the top end of the division. What sort of challenge do they present? Yeah,
it's going to be a tough game. So they've got some really exciting players. I watched the under-21s, England under-21s last week, and Tyler Morton and Jaden Philogene were excellent. Both of them played really well. But it's not just them 2 in their team. They've got attacking players all over the pitch that can hurt you. And at the moment, they're playing really well. Liam's got them fighting for the top 6, so it's never an easy place to go to when you go away to Hull. So we know we're in for a test, but we feel as though we're ready for it, and if we can get our game plan right and we can commit to what we're trying to do, and we can be organised and be physical like we were away at Leeds, where we put in a good performance, then we should be okay.
Sold out away following going to Hull, sold out crowd as well for the game. What sort of mindset's required to go and apply yourselves and get a positive result in a game like that?
Just belief. I think you've got to believe that you can go there and try and get a result. Now, it's, as I've just said, they're a good team, but as this championship proves, if anyone is on their day, anyone can beat anyone. So we have to believe that, and we need to go there and trust in ourselves and give our fans something to cheer about. Now, the Easter weekend, as I said earlier, it's important, and for us to have a sold out away following it, we need to make sure we put in a performance that they can be proud of. Going into the last 8 games, so we've got 5 games in the next 14 days, so if we can get off to a good start, that can build a bit of momentum. So yeah, it'll be huge to get a result up at Hull. As I say, we'll give everything that we can. We're going to need a little bit of luck probably on the day, because we expect them to have chances as well, but we'll go there and give it our all.
You mentioned there 5 games in 14 days, of course 2 games in quick succession this weekend as well. How important is your squad going to be in this period? Yeah,
it's huge, and again, that's why the international break probably came at a good time for us. We've picked up a couple of injuries in the last game, so Ben Pearson got a hamstring injury, which is quite significant, so he's going to be out for a little while. And then Lyndon Gooch, who came off with a hamstring injury, we didn't feel his was as serious, but in the training this week, we had a reoccurrence of that, so he's not going to be available for this weekend either. But what was pleasing, we had an in-house game this week, which meant players who hadn't played many minutes got a run out. So Andre Vidigal played, and Nathan Lowe managed to get 90 minutes. Haksabanovic got some minutes. Ender Stevens played half a game. So that was really pleasing that we could get some football into them lads, because I'm sure they're going to play a part in the running as well.
And I just check on Junior Chamadou as well. What's the latest with Junior?
Yeah, Junior's moving really well actually. He's probably ahead of schedule. We expected him to maybe get the last couple of games, but he seems to be moving really well. He's recovered remarkably, so he's out with the physios, sort of doing his end stage rehab. I'm not exactly sure when his return to training date is, but the sooner we can get him back in the squad, the better.
And you'll be without Wouter on Friday due to suspension. I guess how big a blow is that, but conversely, how big will it be to have him back and fresh on Easter Monday against Huddersfield?
Yeah, he's an important player for us. He's played really well since we've been here at the club, and missing him getting that 10th yellow card at Preston unnecessarily, as I felt at the time, was a bit of a blow, and that's what it proved in the last game. But you know, he'll be rested up. He's a young player that's played a lot of minutes this year as well, so he'll be rested up and he'll be ready to go on Monday.